I always love dealing with tech issues. So, essentially what delayed stream today, one of the things that I have to use for my college to do, like, math exams is, Respondus Lockdown Browser, which it is terrible. Let me just get that out there right now. First off, it has a tendency to crash my NVIDIA drivers, so it'll cause my screen to, like, flicker a lot. And just today, something new happened, where it prevented my NVIDIA drivers from restarting at all. And also it disabled my power options on Windows, so I couldn't restart normally. So I had to go and edit some stuff internally on Windows just to be able to restart my computer. So that's great. Love that. Looking forward to the next test. Let's see. Got Hollow Knight's true ending for the first time. That's pretty good. Hope to still exist in this physical plane when Silksong comes out. I'm pretty sure you will. It's nowhere near the development time that it took for there to be a new Half-Life game. And if you ever want to know true pain, imagine being a Duke Nukem fan. They got to deal with some really bad crap because the game that they had been waiting so patiently for was garbage. Can't say you heard of this one. So, essentially, Bloodstained is a Metroidvania, you know, styled like Castlevania, Symphony of the Night and such, made by, or directed by, one of the very same people who basically made the style to begin with, the Igavania, essentially. Still have unfinished stuff in the first game. I mean, it's pretty big from what I remember. Strange, the same problem happened to you on 2 different games. I've never had it happen to any games. In fact, so far, this Respondus browser is literally the only thing that's ever done that to me. It's very weird. But hey, I know how to deal with it now. So, yeah. The program just crashed everything, yay. And yep, hello, V-Sheep, hello, Bulldog. How are both of ya? To be frank, Half-Life Alyx was absolutely not in development all the way from episode 2. It wasn't, but it was a part of, like, it's more or less a byproduct of, like, a development hell. Because, like, the reason Half-Life Alyx really exists is because Valve was not confident in their ability to deliver a Half-Life Episode 3, or Half-Life 3. So what they decided to do instead was make a prequel, because they needed to try and exercise to, you know, figure everything out. Are you starting Bloodstained from the beginning? Yes, I will be starting from the very beginning. I technically have played a little bit, just past the intro ship segment, but I'll be starting brand new with this. I basically only played through the ship just to get, like, made sure that it works, because I've had some games that don't work when I try to stream them, so I always play them a little bit before I start, just to make sure. Anyways, we should probably get moving on to that, yeah? Life Alex kind of did what the series often does by going hog wild with cool new tech. Yeah, having played Half-Life Alex all the way through, I would say that it is very good. The Source 2 liquid and bottle physics still blow your mind. Like, it's already mind-blowing enough as is. But I think the part that makes it really weird is that it's just a shader. There's nothing more to it. It's a shader. There's no actual liquid physics or anything. In fact, if you were to export the model of the bottles, there's no liquid inside that model. It's just a very convincing shader. And that is what impresses the hell out of me. Because it looks like there's something in there. It looks like if you could take the cap off, you could actually pour it out.
The Industrial Revolution ushered in a new era that threatened to transform...
Yeah, like, it's crazy.
No longer would spirituality be their compass. But not all welcomed the change. In 1783, just as the fires of the Laki eruption had plunged all of Europe into an ashen darkness, a horde of demons spilled from the shadows and fell upon city after English city. It was a message. The Alchemy Guild, fearing the rise of industrialism and abandonment by their wealthy patrons, had done the unthinkable to defend their existence. Through recondite arts, the alchemists had created shard binders, humans.
Why is this only coming out of the right side of my audio?
Sacrificed the shard binders, and in doing so, threw the gates of the world open to demonkind. Countless innocents died, and though the church succeeded in vanquishing the Hell's End, a steep price had already been paid and collected. As for the shard binders, they were presumed to have all died in the sacrificial rite. However, two survived. Jeeble, a boy for whom by some miracle the rite did not prove fatal. And Miriam,
Fine for you?
a girl who
Weird.
died altogether on account of the strange slumber that took her just before it could begin. 10 years have passed.
Yeah, it is quiet even on my end.
Too soon forgets tragedy. The demons have returned, presaged by a great castle. And on this very hour, Miriam awakens. Upon learning Jeeble is the architect of this new, blood-stained ritual, Miriam and the alchemist Johannes set forth for the accursed castle. Their galleon cuts through the water.
Yeah, I know it's quieter, but I also know that this is one of those games where if I press start, it'll just skip the cutscene. So I have to wait for the cutscene to end so I can change the settings. Well, now the audio balance seems fine. For some reason, the narrator is, like, mostly on the right.
Johannes, are you certain it was...
It was Jeeble's doing, Miriam. No mistake.
Oh, this is weird.
It's so hard to believe. I wouldn't even be alive if not for him. He's a good soul.
I know. I know how you feel. But the facts are apparent. And the hell he endured 10 years ago would break the best of souls. Miriam, I want you to know that I'm sorry. What my brothers subjected you to... there's no forgiving it.
It was their transgression, not yours. You always took care of us.
Obviously not enough.
Well, let it go, Johannes. We need to focus on the task ahead. If Jeeble is responsible for the summoning, then I have to stop him. I gave him my word.
I ought to do it. He was my best friend.
But I'm the only one who can. The shard experiments prepared me for combat. Let them amount to something. 10 whole years. What put me in that sleep?
I wish I had the answer. All I know is the spell that stopped time for you was advanced, arcane.
These sorts of visual novel portraits look weird being 3D and with actual face animation, but very little else. Yeah, it's
By
very
observing
weird.
the ebb of the magic's hold on you, I was able to predict exactly when you would wake up.
Oh, I see.
We'll make landfall soon. You should get ready. I had the chest there, packed with essential equipment. Now would be a good time to put it on.
Okay, options. Volume. It was like really low. Look at that sassy protagonist with her hand on her hip. Chest. Hold up, I need to break stuff for money. Boots. Knife. Oh, they give about the same stats.
Good. You're prepared. The next order of business is to...
I'll take care of it.
I watched over you and predicted when you'd be awake. Feels kind of creepy. Yeah, kinda. Break stuff for money, spoken like a true adventure. Yep. Ow!
Was that a shard?
I'd forgotten the way it felt. Like uninvited claws scraping across my bones.
The demon's power was transmuted into that shard, which forcibly bonded to the crystal embedded in your body. The strength you gain from it is undeniable, but eventually, the crystal will devour you.
I thought the procedure you discovered halted the corruption.
It did, but that doesn't guarantee you'll be safe if you start absorbing shards in massive quantities.
I know my body's limits better than anyone, and I'm going to need all the power I can get. If I run into trouble, you can help me. You've done it before. You'll do it again.
Thanks for giving me a choice in the matter. Well, I won't let you down. Not if I can help it. Just promise you won't push yourself.
How did they get inside?
The demons from the castle must have infested the ship.
Then they can help me wake up these muscles of mine. I'll wipe the deck with them.
You did it. You used some of Cruz's power to absorb a monster's soul. Yes, I did. I do think it's funny that it basically takes like all of the best of like individual Castlevania games and just says, all right, we're making it all together. There's a big hole on the side of the ship. There's probably rain coming in and other forms of water. Probably. Won't be very pleasant to sleep with the wind. Oh, definitely not. Going to 100% the monster souls? I don't think so. Mostly because I know that that's going to be a lot of, like, random chance. Okay, I can't go up there yet because I need a double jump. Miriam is kind of pretty. Kind of. I forget who described her this way, but I also kind of agree with
This
it.
device responds to magic. Maybe I just need to hold my hand up to it.
Weird. But, they mentioned that Miriam looks like she's simultaneously over and underdressed, which, yeah, kind of. Oh yeah, and welcome, Moose Master. I actually, forgot to welcome you earlier. Sorry about that. She's got a good design. Oh, there we go. A nice little level up. Got a country dress. It's an outfit for sure. That it is. Now, I do know that because this game is 3D, you will actually see some of the things you equipped on your character. And I imagine this is going to look stupid very quick. A shockwave. Ooh. Okay, his moveset's a little weirder than I thought it was. Rusted ring. I mean, more defense. Might turn up the music a little bit. Book. From my studies, I have found the existence of the following attributes. Okay, nothing I haven't seen before. And if I recall, the music in this game is done by, like, the same person who did a lot of the, Castlevania soundtrack around the, Oh. Directional shard. Aim with right stick and press R2 to activate. Cast magic towards the aimed direction. Oh. That might be useful. But yeah, it's like... okay. I can guess that, like, heart-type objects will drop from candles. I've played Castlevania before. But, like, music is definitely on par with, like, that of Castlevania so far. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned it before, but when I was younger, I really liked the Castlevania games. Oh. But I played a ton of Castlevania when I was little. I may not have ever 100%ed any of them exactly, but I definitely have spent my fair share of time in those games. Oh, ouch. What are you talking about, Gold? This is 100% a unique IP, legally distinct from Castlevania. I mean, it technically is. Ouch. They charge that faster than I thought. Need a better weapon. I've played Tahovania, but was absolutely terrible at it. I mean, it's kind of hard to be good at a Toho game and all that. I mean, those monsters definitely were not stacks of skull heads that breathe fire and that breathe and shoot fire. Yeah. Heard it described like Castlevania / Bloodstained is the RPG style where Metroid is more straightforward action. Yeah, that's basically how it works. Scarf. Hmm. Short sword. More range and damage. Now, one thing I do know from playing a decent amount of Castlevania games, jumping and attacking is your friend. Because attacking while on the ground locks you in place. Whereas you can move and attack at the same time if you jump and attack. Not that you always need to be moving, but it does help. I'm going to guess that this is a save point room. Yep. Flashing air kick. Oh, we've got fighting game style magic commands again. Like I said, was playing Hollow Knight and you having to jump to attack the jellyfish while it's in front to confuse you. Just attack up. Yeah, it's not common in a lot of these Metroidvania types where you can attack upwards. Some of them allow you to. A lot of them don't. A new scarf. More mind. Ouch. Ouch. Right. I'm gonna have to get used to that enemy, because I know it's... in traditional Castlevania games, it's going to get recolored at some point. Oh great. We got the other ghost type as well. That scarf made your brain bigger. Sounds kind of tumorish. Maybe. Some of them allow it, but David Chafe will still be playing it like plain old Mega Man. I get the feeling that I should be able to attack that. Doesn't go far enough. Guess I'll get like a double jump and be able to revisit this maybe. Oh, hello there. Radioactive scarf. Claymore. Now I can do more damage, but be even slower. I noticed that I can equip 2 weapons at a time. Or maybe not. I'm gonna keep with a short sword, because damage is nice, but I prefer speed. Ouch. These things are not easy to dodge. Large with great teeth. I mean, it wouldn't be a Castlevania-styled game without having something with, like, bones or really big teeth. Because there's, like, a very gothic design philosophy for these games. Obvious breakable wall is obvious. Money. More mana. You know what? I am perfectly fine having more mana. A musketoon. Can't wait for very large skeletons. Short barrel unused by pirates. Infinite rounds. There's actually ammunition needed for guns? They must have seen the handgun in, what was it? Aria of Sorrow, and were like, nah. Which, I mean, that handgun is weak as hell, but, like, you can fire that thing infinitely. And if you have enough patience, you could very easily just use it to fight a pretty sizable number of enemies and have, like, minimal damage. There better be a big bone man. We'll see. I doubt it will be anything like the big skeleton in Castlevania 64. So it's ammo as opposed to dual wielding. Yeah. Oh, I got a whip. Get the feeling that magic is going to be one of those things that you absolutely want to use as much of as you can. That's going to bother me. Guess I'll reach that later. Tiny rats. It's certainly giving me a lot of money. Now you can have the true Belmont experience. I wonder... Okay, with this whip... Damn it. I can't whip wiggle. That's a shame. My favorite thing in, like, Symphony of the Night, and it doesn't really get utilized much, actually. I think there's only a handful of games that have it. But, like, if you press and held the attack button, you could wiggle your whip around. Belmont, to be legally distinct.
Sleeping Beauty, you've decided to awaken.
Sheeple, tell me you didn't do this. It doesn't make any sense.
How does it not? After all the sins humans wrought upon us?
Johannes told me what they did to you. And you're right, it's horrible. But what you're doing now is just as bad.
No! No, there you are very wrong. What the alchemists did was reshuffle our bodies. What I intend to do is reshuffle the world. I'd say I've earned the right. Join me, Miriam. You're the only one who understands the pain I feel. What it's like to no longer be human.
What? I never thought I'd hear those words from you. I was the one that came to you broken. Convinced I was a monster. And you told me...
This is nonsense.
You told me our power doesn't make us good or bad. Our choices do. I'd given up on my humanity, but you restored my hope. Don't you remember?
I'm going to guess mind control stuff.
We must return.
The alchemist did was reshuffle our bodies. What I want is to reshuffle the world. Somebody got paid to write that. Yeah.
Miriam, I tire of reminiscing with you.
To be fair, though, Castlevania games are not exactly known for having, like, the most well-written stories or dialogue.
You're here to kill me, aren't you? Then first prove you can find me.
Dude's a Castlevania villain who thinks he's in Mario
Along
Party.
the way, you'll have no choice but to absorb shards and avail yourself of the powers of hell. If you can still claim to be human at the end of it all, then perhaps I might be more inclined to listen. Come, Gregory. We're leaving.
Deeble, wait!
Oh. Right, this is 3D, so things in the background actually mean something now. What you doing? Let's see. Ouch. Okay, inventory. Oh god. We'll use one now, sure. Oh, wow, that goes far. I am not having the easiest time reading stuff in this. Halite. There's something about trying to get used to the same formula I'm familiar with from all these years and having it in 3D that's very weird to me. Ouch. I am not lasting very well. There we go. That doesn't look so pretty. Thrashing
I
tentacle.
saw it. Just a flicker. That was the Jeeble I know. I will put a stop to all this.
Let's see, I missed out on some chat stuff. Wanted to ask what you consider like the classic types of Metroidvania power-ups. I tend to find like double jump, super jump, both tend to be very common. There's usually something that allows you to like either platform easier or go faster later. Made you sad when they updated the dialogue in Symphony of the Night, so instead of saying things like, "What do you hear?" Alucard would be like, "What are you doing here?" Oh yeah, they updated it for like the PSP version, and then they put it in the PS4, which I got that version, by the way, on PlayStation 4, and Alucard's voice, it just doesn't feel right. Because they completely redubbed it, too. And now Alucard sounds weird to me. You did it, you killed Squidward's mom. I did. It was a little difficult. If you had to do it again, I think you'd win much faster. Well, that's most Castlevania-type games. Oop. The hair flipped out for a bit there.
Bloodstained.
Well, that was awkward. Did the rewrite remove Die Monster? Yes, it did.
We're here.
Was this a village? What happened to it? The demons Jeeble summoned?
They've moved faster than we hoped. Miriam, we have to hurry. This was where we were supposed to meet our contact.
All right. But wait. Let me clear the area. There are still demons about.
Expected a whole anime opening with power metal. I mean, it wouldn't be too unusual, I think. Is that a rat? It is. Dragon Force over Bloodstained. Yay, copyright claims. The dudes in that band are big Castlevania fans. Not surprised, actually. Kill rats until you get the soul of a rat. Will just in a moment. I need a save point for all my health back.
Oh, thank you, Miriam. You know who I am. And that means...
I'm sorry we couldn't get here sooner, Dominique.
So this is our contact.
Yes, the church sent me. As you can see, I know a thing or two about expelling demons.
An exorcist. Then we're lucky to have you, Dominique.
Her text didn't show all that. Dragon Force has songs like Curse of Darkness and Symphony of the Night. I'm not terribly surprised.
And the church you, Miriam. Thank you for guiding her here, Johannes.
Also, can I just say that Dominique's design does not strike me as something that would fit here? I don't know, it just seems like generic anime design to me, if that makes any sense.
You wouldn't have asked if it wasn't important, but you should tell us why you need her. Miriam isn't one to shy away from danger, but she deserves to be armed with all the facts.
Yes, very well. I told you when I contacted you that the Shardbinder Jeeble is responsible for summoning the castle.
What if none but sexy none? Yeah, that's basically what the design is attempting to accomplish.
Yes, there's no mistake about that. He admitted as much.
What? You spoke to him?
Then let me get right to the point. I find it curious that the outpouring of demons, facilitated by one Shardbinder, just happens to coincide with the sudden awakening of the other Shardbinder, after exactly 10 years.
You're right, it is strange. But the church doesn't get to drag Miriam into this just because the timing is odd.
Oh, do you decide for her then? I asked you to bring her here so she could see the horrors that have befallen the village and make an informed choice. I have no intention of forcing you, Miriam.
You don't have to. I gave Jeeble my word that I would stop him. What happened here only strengthens my resolve.
Thank you, Miriam. I am sorry to put it on your shoulders.
Pardon me?
Oh, hello there. Are you all right? We didn't mean to ignore you.
I'm all right, thank you.
You are quite welcome. Do you have a name?
Anne.
What a lovely name! Anne, you shouldn't be out here. Let me take you somewhere safe.
Oh, all right.
Come on, this way.
I require to stop being of the dying.
I did some looking around before, and this place seems secure.
Yes, agreed.
Johannes, you, Anne, and I will remain here. We can assist Miriam from safe ground.
What? We can't ask her to brave the castle alone?
Don't be foolish. She is trained in combat. Are you? We would only get in the way.
But that's not the point.
I'll be fine, Johannes. Please don't worry.
All right, but we'll be here if you need us.
Let's not waste any time. We have a lot to do.
Come back if you need anything. I'll get a workshop running so I can perform alchemy for you.
Thank you, Johannes.
I know you're strong, but be careful.
I will.
There's certainly more story in this than a lot of the Castlevania games ever had. Though Portrait of Ruin had its fair share of dialogue. Always find it weird to play Japanese games with dubbing. Honestly, I've gotten used to it from years and years of playing it with English. This isn't even the worst dubbing I've heard so far.
Here she is. You have to marvel at the church's resources. Look at what they've provided for us.
I know, it's incredible.
So, what I can do for you here in the workshop is take materials you bring me and transmute them into new items. But the alchemy is easier to show you than explain. Here, I have some materials we can use. So let's try transmuting them.
This game is weird in itself. Oh yeah, have you seen any of the pre-release images by any chance? This game looked really bad before they like touched up the visuals.
So, what'll it be?
I could use actual weapons.
I'll go with this.
There, all done.
Get a katana. The Nodachi that I got earlier, or is that something further down here? Everyone knows the best weapons are all katanas. Invisible blade. Quite a bit of stuff I can make off the top. Can't even make pizza. What a crime this is. Enhanced shard. Also,
Once I've transmuted
I haven't.
an item, I'll pass it on to Dominique
on.
so she can carry it at the supply post for you.
I haven't played much of Hollow Knight either, so maybe after I beat this, I'll play Hollow Knight. Because I do really love Metroidvania games. Always had a love for them. And she might be in the katana category.
I'll do my
Maybe.
best to inform you of what items you can make from what materials. But when it comes to items I don't know about, you'll have to find a formula for me and bring it here.
I understand.
Also, the demon crystal you've obtained, the shards, those can be transmuted the same way as items. Each shard requires specific materials, but it's worth it to make your shards more useful. Try it when you get the chance.
I think I will.
Also, neither one of us has been eating well. No wonder, considering the struggle we've been through to survive. If you bring me the ingredients, I can use alchemy to prepare meals for us.
Yeah, cooking is a form of alchemy.
With proper nutrition and a varied diet, you have the potential to get much stronger.
Giant recommend for Hollow Knight full support. It's really fun. There's so much to do and find. Before getting to the true final boss, got roughly 90% completion. Ooh, I like that range. This guy seems pretty helicopter parent. Maybe.
Miriam, welcome. Since this is your first time here, let me tell you a little bit about the supply post.
Please.
I have made arrangements so you can buy and sell items here. I would have liked to provide what you need for free, but seeing as we are largely cut off from the church's funds out here, I will need money in order to keep the supply post stocked. I hope you don't mind paying.
No, I understand. I appreciate you doing what you can.
I can also buy shards from you if you no longer need them.
Wait, is trade in demon shards even allowed?
Of course. The church would sooner gather them up and make certain they are purified. I am not permitted to sell them, but I can buy them off you. You may want to keep extras, since possessing multiple shards of the same type amplifies its power, but there is a limit to how far that can go. And more importantly, if you carry a large number of shards, your body's corruption
may accelerate, but I'll find a way to deal with that myself.
I still recommend selling your shards as a means of making money.
All right. I know you're looking out for me.
I think that explains everything. Now, would you like to have a look around? What are you looking to buy?
Let's see. I can just buy ectoplasm here? I mean, I know that
Is this
I
right?
need like 4 of it. Few things here. Something cannot be created out of nothing, and that is the law of equivalent exchange. Me realizing I don't have what I need to make my soup. Definitely won't sell these shards on the black market. Pinky swear.
Oh, I forgot to give this to you. It's the key to the building. You can use it to explore further in.
Dominique is Bayonetta if she was a fan service lead in a trashy light novel as opposed to good fan service lead in a rad action game.
Thank you.
Does kind of seem like
I
that.
invited the other survivors inside where it's safe. They all have troubles that need resolving, if you can spare them the time.
I'll do what I can.
I know you will. Come back anytime. I'll be praying for you.
Oh, I still owe you my life.
Dominique, what is all this machinery?
That is photographic equipment we've been working on.
Fun fact about Bayonetta, that game's plot is confusing. Is it?
Photographic?
To put it more plainly, it allows me to capture images of real life, landscapes, people.
Yeah, I've not really played Bayonetta yet. A little bit of the first game, but not a whole lot.
What? Really? Can I try it?
Unfortunately, I don't have the silver bromide I need.
I'll see if I can find it. Be right back.
I want to see what it takes to make that invisible
Hi,
sword.
Miri. What are we transmuting this time?
Okay, so invisible blade needs steel, silver, and mercury.
Johannes, can you tell me more about what happened 10 years ago?
It started when the interests of the rich shifted away from the spiritual and esoteric in favor of more material investments. The alchemists' research was expensive. The guild members didn't want to lose their wealthy patrons, so they warned again and again that demons would come if people let go of their spirituality. But people don't change that easily, so the alchemists took a more drastic measure.
Man, I could not spoil that game if you tried because you did not understand it. Oh, so it's like the Homestuck thing where trying to explain the plot, you realize halfway through even explaining like the first bit of the story, you don't understand a damn thing about it.
You mean us? The Shardbinders?
Yes. It shames me that I was even connected to what they did. But at least you have the facts of it.
It's all right. Thank you for telling me.
I mean, I didn't really need the lore dump there. It's like trying to explain the overarching story of Kingdom Hearts. Actually, Kingdom Hearts isn't really that bad to explain. It's still a mess, but in comparison to some other stories I've seen that are more complicated, it's not bad.
You there? It was awful. Those monsters came out of nowhere. We ran for dear life.
Where are the others?
Dead, most of them. My dear husband included. Those devils have to pay. Those murderers. You look strong, miss. I'm begging you. Help me.
If it's within my power.
Oh, thank you. My name's Lindsay. What's yours?
Miriam.
Well, Miriam, I'll gather whatever information I can about the monsters that wronged us. I want you to hunt down the monsters and take vengeance on them. The efforts won't go unrewarded, I promise you that.
All right. I'll do it.
Here's what I've turned up on the monsters. Help my husband rest in peace. Kill that murderer dead!
Very angry. Hello.
I'm glad me fields are rid of those monsters. But they're in a terrible state. I'll need to replant everything.
What will you grow?
Well, I haven't decided yet. Where are my manners? I'm Harry.
Yeah, like 12 monsters killed my husband and then scattered to vastly different locations of the castle.
Miriam.
Tell me, Miriam, do you have anything I might be able to grow? Because if you let me do the farming, I'll give you your share of the harvest, and you won't even have to lift a finger.
Oh, all right. I'll keep an eye out.
Good. I'll be waiting in the fields.
Can you plant this?
Sure, I'll get to work.
What a bloodbath. We were slaughtered. But you're not like us. You're strong. I saw you fighting.
Oh, it was more luck than skill.
Oh, humble too. My name is Abigail. What's yours?
Miriam.
Well, Miriam, might I ask you a favor? I want to give the dead a proper burial.
Of course.
But that's not going to be possible for some. In the very least, though, I'd like to bury some keepsake for each of them. A Valkyrie like you should have no trouble finding such things. Can I count on you? I'll see that you're rewarded.
I'd be happy to do it.
Thank you. Then, let me show you. Thank you. How are you?
Here's what you asked for.
This is it. That's one more villager we can lay to rest. Here's your reward.
Nice, now I'll eat for all of 2 seconds. Ouch. Rat. Good old video game bosses. Big fans of scavenger hunts or hide and seek. More luck than skill. Lady, you killed a giant squid demon and blew up a mud monster by kicking it. Did I accidentally do a technique? That jingle is so unfitting. Yeah, it kind of was. I'm going to guess that that's a parry. Yeah, these people are dead, but now they can finally have their funeral. So what am I after with these rats, by the way? Ouch. Am I after their soul, or am I after, like, a certain drop that they have? Rat soul sounds dope. As in, you don't know? You made it sound as though you knew. Okay. Overly happy music effects, putting the fun in funerals and insert here. Just thought it would be fun to steal the soul of a rat. Okay, then I won't continuously grind rats. I got an achievement for that. Like you get to the final boss. No, to murder you with the power taken from your own vassal. Rat soul activate. I like that bats are considered a demon. Ouch. Gnaw at a dude's ankles and steal his pizza. Nice. Did its lower rounds just go, like, elsewhere completely? Okay, I get the feeling that I should be able to destroy that later. It lets me wear, like, physically wear the elf ears. Have you ever seen a bat touch holy water and not burst into flames? I mean, I don't think I've seen a bat near holy water in general. Oop. Adelmod. Just remembered that one video of a dude filming a rat that's like running in circles. Because this is a rat. I do not like the rat. They are dumb except big cheesy. What? Chair. What was this? Surprise gift. Hurl your equipped weapon at enemies. I don't have any of these. Ooh, turning camera. I'm going down there first. I probably don't even need to be here. But I'm going here anyways. Get back here. Okay. She's just sitting there. Vibing. Okay, that's an area transition if I ever saw one. So before we do that, let's go the other direction. Red. Not just 3D graphics in a 2D world, it's actually a 2.5D world. Yeah. Not many games actually, you know, take advantage of that, is the thing. Saw that coming. 8-bit coin? I have no idea what this 8-bit coin is about. Oh, it's a one-way. Bad path. I'm going to imagine that the 8-bit coin is used to, like, make specific crafts. Ooh, a soul. Bone toss. I can now toss bones. Iconoclasts? Now that's one I don't think I've ever actually heard of. Guns? Cassidy. You can toss those monsters a good boning. Oh, teleporter! What is... This is a really weird place to have a teleporter, but it's probably going to make more sense when I get farther and need to travel back to this location more. Send your enemies to the bone zone. Yeah, I think I've got them...
Got any targets for me?
Here's what I've turned up on the monsters.
Yeah.
Good work. Here's your reward.
Okay, but like that jingle, by the way, sounds like something that would be a stock RPG Maker thing. It's like the Shadowrun, but full of calcium.
Have you learned anything new?
Here's what I've turned up on the monsters. Help my little sister Rosalie rest in peace. Kill those murderers dead!
Have you learned any...
Here's what I've turned up on the monsters. Help my cousin Annette rest in peace. Kill those murderers dead!
Have you...
Here's what I've turned up. Help my neighbor Lisa rest in peace. Kill those murderers dead!
Have you learned anything new?
Here's what I've turned up. Help Dr. Simon rest in peace. Kill those murderers dead!
Kill those murderers dead, she says. Sounds like a royalty-free version of the new item sound from Metroid, but definitely also like an RPG Maker default. It does.
What are we transmuting this time?
Good repeating voice lines, yeah. Sword. What am I supposed to do to those murders? Could you repeat? That looks really cool. Real quick. Okay, yeah, Nadachi is a katana weapon type. So it looks like katanas have some very loose... like, just very loose upper attack.
I'll go with this. Great.
More health.
Oh, about the castle. It may not be much help, but let me tell you what I know. The castle itself was summoned from hell, demons and all. But the site it rests on is where the Alchemists Guild once lay. So you may find traces of our facilities intermingled with the rest.
Now that you mention it, I do remember seeing an area dedicated to the study of Eastern mysticism.
Yes, and another of us was researching how to create giant organisms. Anyway, just be mindful of the facility's existence. The knowledge may keep you out of harm's way while you explore.
All right. Thank you.
If I remember correctly, katana types are generally have pretty good reach, decent speed, and attack. Yeah, I'm noticing that. Like, the jump attack actually has really good reach. Also, is the whole thing about having too many shards actually a problem in any way, shape, or form? Or is it one of those things where it's like, it's a story problem, but gameplay-wise, it doesn't matter? Mention the giant organisms that... Oh yeah, the giant organisms. Okay, bats have a soul, apparently. Call forth a bat and set it upon enemies. Oh, that move. So it's completely unchanged from Aria of Sorrow, that regard. Also, as we know from anime, any katana can cut through tank armor. Yes. Real quick. Okay, I did explore all of that. Right, in Metal Gear once cut a drone in half with a katana, so it must be like that IRL. Don't recall there being a penalty from too many souls, but never beat the game. Stopped in the final area because just kind of started to play other things and never went back to finish it. I've done that so many times with games, and it's part of the reason I started streaming, because it's actually allowed me to finish games for once. Spooky. So who knows, maybe there's a bad ending if you get too many souls, but that would be lame for a game to mechanically promote collecting it, then punish you for it narratively. I mean, it wouldn't be too unusual for these games. Oh, he big. Ow. He's one of the things I'm supposed to be killing, apparently. Iron. I do need that for something. I already forgot what. Did I use the 8-bit coin to make something? No, I did not. Is there something that it can be used to make? That's useful? Handful of decent early weapons you can make with the 8-bit coin. I always like these Castlevania type games, always have an enemy name in the corner as you beat it up. Yeah, it makes it really nice if there's like quests involving them, or if you're looking for them specifically for like an item that they have. That's plot. And that's a save point. Some cool video game themed weapons. Make a diamond sword. Whilst attempting to create my homunculus, I discovered a strange formation of light crystal growing on the subject. What is it? A sign that at last my studies are progressing? I can observe it diligently and learn all I can. The crystal I discovered appears to be multiplying. Slowly its corruption spreads through the cadaver I chose as a subject. It is a marvelous substance, neither entirely liquid nor a solid. As soon as I have enough, I shall begin experiments to discover its other properties. Lord. I like how the writing sound hasn't stopped. Oop, didn't jump properly there. Looks like there's a room through that blood. Yeah, it did. I don't think I can go down there yet.
Miriam? It can't be.
Alfred?
Why are you here, Johannes? That fool of an apprentice should have stayed out of this.
You have a lot to explain for. After all the terrible things you've done?
All that is in the past. I'll not be defending my actions to you.
Don't I deserve it? You were like a father to me.
Enough, child. I am here for the book. Gebel has the book.
What are you talking about?
If you don't already know, then let us keep it that way.
Alfred, how are you still alive?
What were you thinking in coming here?
You can answer my question first.
All that matters is that I am alive. Did you come here for the book?
Book? The Liber Logaeth?
Make no mistake. I won't let anyone touch that tome but me.
Not even you should touch it. Didn't what happened 10 years ago teach you anything?
I don't have time to argue with you. I just hope you are wise enough not to get in my way.
What?
You know full well my power exceeds yours. Take Miriam and leave this place. Otherwise, you will die.
I came here because something didn't feel right. But I didn't expect him.
Johannes, what is the Liber Logaeth?
It's a book the Alchemy Guild once possessed that allows for the summoning of spirits. The Guild used it to bring about the calamity 10 years ago. And the Shardbinder's crystal acted as a kind of catalyst.
A book like that shouldn't even exist.
I know. Alfred must be trying to restore the Alchemy Guild to power. But we cannot let him lay hands on the Liber Logaeth.
He said Cheeple had it. You know, I think I might have seen it.
It makes sense. Considering the situation we're in, he must have gotten his hands on it after surviving the sacrifice.
So now I have to stop Alfred too.
No, let's focus on Jeeble. If we can get to him and the book before Alfred does, we'll kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Good point. All right.
Dominique might know what to do about Alfred in the meantime. I'll head back to the village and see what she has to say.
Alfred sure does look like a washed up and discount Dracula. Kinda does, yeah. Stop. Oh yeah, the Jeeble. It's certainly an interesting name. Ouch. Some area transition. So I do need to probably transition here. Oh, a soul. Yellow one this time. Passive soul. Single-handed sword and club damage. We've come so far. It's time to finally stop Dark Lord Dave from accounting. I mean, do you remember Dave the Barbarian? There's always Chuckles, the terrible piggy, or whatever his name was. Speaking of pigs... Horses keep. Release Toad. Barely remember Dave the Barbarian beyond that one megaphone meme. Understandable. Probably use that potion I have. Or I don't have a potion.
Scrumptious.
Ouch. Okay. Maybe this area is a little bit out of my hands. Maybe I just need some heals. Yep. True arrow. Oh, that's a lot of souls. Why did she call a rice ball scrumptious? Didn't expect to hear that word. And again, this is old-timey. Oh, great. Forgot about them. It was like triple penetration in 20 seconds. Yeah, it was. No healing. Okay, that actually is very useful against those things, which is great because they deal a lot of damage. Oh crap. 9 HP. That's not good. There we go. No dying just yet. Yeah, it won't let me do whatever it is down there. What a noise. Trucidating Gyre. Spin towards enemies and deliver momentum to your blade. Okay. I will pretend to understand. Another bat soul. Demon vanished before he could say banana. There's a lot of enemies in this hall. I'm surprised I didn't go up here yet. Well, these games are about exploring. Can't go up there, whatever that's about. Leather chest guard. That sounds like more armor. Okay, so this leather chest guard is actually weaker than the country dress. Ugh. I can speak. I'll just take that. Defense. And then I didn't really explore too much in that room over there. Ouch. I need to get used to animation canceling again. There's not actually anything I can do here. Like to say your appreciation for video game arena / tournament stuff where you refight bosses or old waves, like waves of enemies. Yeah, those are nice when it's like an optional thing. I don't really like that much when it's like mandatory. Looking at you, Mega Man. As much as I like Mega Man, I have always hated it. Oh, these are very different looking bats. Despite having played a bunch of these games before, I am very rusty. Even boss rushes can be very quick with weakness, and sometimes you basically just run circles around the boss. While that is true in, like, the early Mega Man games, it stops being a thing in Mega Man ZX. When you have to refight all of the Pseudoroids, for example, in ZX Advent, very few of them actually get stunned by their weakness. Like, they'll go down quickly, but they will still, like, fight normally. Only really need to use it once on them and then slap them another time after. Fought Flame Stag and Mega Man X2 just bullied him with the bubble weapon. Yeah. Like, certain Mavericks and Robot Masters are easy with their weakness, but there are also a handful that don't suffer from Spark Mandrill Syndrome. And depending on how effective their weakness is, it could be like... Play some Mako weed on the ground. But depending on like the effectiveness of the weakness against the boss, it could be like fairly easy or just a total pain in the butt. That death sound is hilarious. Oh, new weapon. Could get a GBA ROM for the Zero games, but generally rather pay to experience the sub-series. I got the ZX and ZXA, like the Zero and ZX collection, mostly because I really like those games. Several months have passed since I wandered into the castle. I have managed to survive this far by rummaging through treasure chests without the monsters taking notice. Will I find something palatable today? For once, I'd like to crack a chest open and find a mouth-watering hunk of meat. Waiting on Battle Network to get some love. That might be a bit... That's a very ominous room. Heretical grinder. Extend a shaft of rotating blades in the designated direction. You should have tried to break some walls. Yeah, everyone knows you're supposed to break the walls for meat. It's another transition point. If this is just higher up in there? I don't think I'm gonna get tired of that anytime soon. He just goes, eee! Oh! Is that a chainsaw sword? I love that. Everyone knows evil overlords hide their food in the architecture if their minions get lost and need a snack. Orbital wheel, create a defensive area by spinning your spear. I will probably never use this. I don't like spears in these games. That's kind of cool.
Got any targets for me?
Here's what I've turned up on the monsters.
They have 2 vowels down. Yeah, basically.
Good work. Here's your reward.
Hem. Oh, nice.
Got any targets for
I can
Here's what
hit
I've
a
turned
blunt.
up on the monsters. Good work. Here's your reward.
Have you learned anything new?
Here's what I've turned up on them. Good work. Here's your reward.
Something tells me they didn't expect you to turn in multiple quests or accept multiple quests in a row. Defense. The best healing item. Fat blunt.
Hi, Miriam. So, what'll it be?
I'll go with this.
I could use some potions. Oh, these are the 8-bit coin items. Encrypted orchid. That looks like Hex, I think. Out of curiosity, I'm gonna quickly look that up. Because I kind of want to know what that says. The description of this weapon is encrypted, and by decrypting it, you get a lightsaber with immense power. I see, I see. Blood grinder. Dull blade.
I'll go with this.
Trying to figure out those weapons, if there may be references to stuff. Probably are. Let's get the one for great swords. And since we got great swords, what was that really strong great sword? It actually looks more like an axe, but
Alfred was your master, wasn't he?
Former master. Why?
I don't know. I was just wondering if you remember anything about him that I don't.
Fair enough. As I recall, he was studying ways of drastically slowing down objects. He was a genius, to be quite honest, but I have no respect for that now.
Why not?
Because he fought against sacrificing you right to the final moment, only to change his mind like a coward.
I see. Thank you.
Oh god, the mask. Don't know what you mean. Oh, interesting. Can I make this
Are you
even
eating?
faster?
So, what'll it be?
Out of, you know, just curiosity, can I make it faster? And if so, how? Claymore?
I'll go with this.
Didn't realize the mask showed up. Yeah, it does.
I'll go with this.
Helicus. The more of those katana speed souls you have, the higher. Yeah. It looks like what I have to do is increase its rank. As well.
Promise you'll stop Jeeble no matter what. It's good to see. So, what'll it be?
I'll go with this.
Let's try increasing its
I
rank.
like it.
I'll go with this.
There,
Dog
all
thing.
done. Promise you'll stop Jeeble no matter.
This is reminding me of basically what it was like in Curse of Darkness, because Curse of Darkness had the crafting system, and not a lot of people like Castlevania Curse of Darkness. In fact, I like mechanics of it, but having beaten it on stream is like the second game that I beat. I can definitely say that it does not hold up very well in many regards. It's kind of a shame, too, because the Innocent Devil system is honestly a lot of fun. Can't crouch while using these, noted. That is a boss door and a half. It's a little weird that this axe is considered a greatsword. There was a save point here this entire time. Damn it. And yeah, it is. It's not the first time an axe has been considered a greatsword in these games.
Stop right there. I knew what you are. That ghastly air about you. You reek of sorcery, Shardbinder.
Colonel. Hey Gabe, how are you?
Ah, and what am I to make of you?
Ouch. That hurts a lot. What the? Ow. Okay, that is not easy to dodge. Ow. What am I to make of you? Oh, that is opposite Hot Topic, obviously. Okay, he's got exploding kunai. Ow, that is... He hits hard, wow! Am I just under-leveled, or...? Or is this one of those, like, supposed to lose? It's really hard to tell. That is a really hard move to dodge.
Cease this at once, Zangetsu!
Ah. Here we go.
How many times do I have to tell you? Our enemies are the demons, and those in league with them.
And I say, what is the difference? The alchemists were the gunmen, the shardbinders the gun. All must be dismantled.
In the case of the alchemists, you are right. They coveted the powers of hell and must pay for it. But Miriam is not like them. She is fighting for us, at great personal risk.
Really? You forget how many of our friends perished for similarly misplacing their faith.
And do I look as weak? Look closer.
I was bored with her anyway.
Do your job, Zangetsu. You need to put a stop to Alfred.
And I will. But you listen to me, Shardbinder. If you value your life, then stay out of my sight. You can hold me to my word, Dominique. But don't presume to tell me what else I can or cannot do.
Edgy.
I apologize for my acquaintance. He had no right to speak to you like that.
Pay it no mind. I've been through worse.
I want you to know that I trust you, Miriam, and nothing anyone says could ever sway that trust.
Well, you have my thanks. It's nice to know that I have someone on my side.
Zangetsu is a demon hunter from a land far to the east, in the tumult of a decade ago, perhaps even longer. Demons robbed him of everything precious to him, and he's despised everything to do with them since. His strength, however, is second to none.
I saw it for myself. I could tell he was holding back, but he was a handful regardless.
Maybe it was a lack of conviction that dulled his blade. Well, I'll be off then. I mustn't leave Anne alone for too long.
Deep down, this dude should have a PS1 model, because less polygons makes more edges. Maybe. He was actually really hard to dodge. I was kind of getting it down after a while, but like... Okay, he can aim down. Noted. It really is that one where like he grapple hooks to the ceiling and then like comes down that's hard to dodge. It's got like a little bit of tracking to it. Just enough where it's like, yeah, you probably can dodge it, but it's hard. Okay, can't go that way. Oh yeah, I already was here. Could have sworn I would have actually been able to hit that. Ow. Oh. Another soul? Summon ghost. That is probably the worst death sound I've ever heard for, like... Oh. Killer Barber. Critical swing. Looks like it's for whips. I like that those wheel things are completely unchanged from how they looked in Aria of Sorrow. Place looks rad and sounds rad. Ouch. Weird hitbox. Welcome company. Summons Poltergeist to create a protection barrier?
Arise, myself and my shadow!
This seems like it's going to be one of those things you want to grind out, because it will get useful. Skill Shard. Magic that has a permanent effect from acquiring the shard. Shortcut. Oh. Okay. Ouch. Oh, I'm cursed? Oh, that hurts, too. Oh, I am out of the Heelys. That's not good. Poor dog. So now I'm back here. Yay, health! Another shortcut. I'm glad that there was a HP max up there. Oh. I see. Ouch. Well, since I'm down here, I might as well go back to the village and buy some more potions, since that boss kind of drained me of most of my resources. honestly, I'm under the impression that one probably could make a really good 3D Castlevania type game if they were to take, like, Devil May Cry and mix it with, like, the Metroidvania style. The big Castlevania mechanic is breaking the illumination in the castles you explore. Kind of love that. Yeah, it's like you just break all the lamps. Lamps, candles, anything else. Ouch. Also, archives, demons, the hammer. Those were back on the ship. If I can actually walk back to the ship, I could probably grind them out pretty easy. It only takes 3 of them.
It's good to see. So, what'll it be?
I'll go with this.
Need more bats, apparently. It's especially amusing because at least it's at least a little rational that the pots in Zelda might have something.
Johannes, how was it you figured out a way to stop the crystal from corrupting me?
I hate to say it, but I borrowed a bit from Alfred's research.
But candles and lamps aren't containers, but they'll give you MP recovery and a whole
He
chicken.
was studying ways to slow down objects.
It's actually very rare that any of the candles in any game will give you a healing item. In fact, most commonly you'll only get you'll get like either a heart in the Castlevania games. In this case, it'll be a flower or money. And if you do get a healing item, it's going to be like a chicken leg as opposed to the whole chicken. And in a lot of the later Castlevania games, you're more likely to get like a potion. And there's always the rosary that is also pretty rare to occur, but it, you know, kills everything in the on the screen.
My attempt only worked when I placed Enochian script equivalent to what he chose in the same circular pattern.
I think I understand. Sort of.
Do you now?
I understand that you're far smarter than me.
And a poor teacher, apparently.
Yeah, the healing items are in the bricks. Sometimes. It heavily depends on, again, the Castlevania game. Like, honestly, I think...
I finished the harvest. Ugh. Here's your share. Here
Corn.
to plant some.
Give me
Can you
potatoes.
plant this?
Sure, I'll get to work.
But, like, Curse of Darkness, I think, could have been a lot better if it was... like, the combat was more like Devil May Cry, where it was more action-focused. Because the biggest problem that Curse of Darkness has is its combat is, like, very simple. You've got all these weapons, and, like, none of them are interesting to use. Miriam is me watching summaries of, like, old comic book storylines, like Spider-Man Clone Saga. Honestly, a lot of things when it comes to, comic book stuff is just weird. Another thing about comic books, for some reason, they really, like, absolutely adore having these, like, universe timelines and stuff like that. You've got, like, your like, for the DC, for example, you've got your Superman, and then you've got your Regime Superman, Injustice Superman, I think it's called. And it's just like, wow. There's also, like, Marvel Zombies, I think. How did I miss that chest? I don't know. I got it this time. There's a lot of stuff because Western comics industry wasn't very much about throw stuff at the wall until it sticks. Oh, it was very much. I mean, honestly, Western comics are very strange. Head flail. As much as I enjoy reading some of them, like I've had a fun time reading Invincible, I can also say that I'm kind of glad that I never got into them when I was younger. I would have spent an ungodly amount of money on these if I actually got into them later. Or earlier. To be frank, Batman's wacky villains can be hand-waved by them just being crazy, and Spider-Man's can be hand-waved as being New York. The one thing I will say is that I've never been big on, like, the superhero movies. They've just never really stood out to me. Maybe for the next, Streamiversary, I'll play Castlevania Curse of Darkness again for a bit. As much as I don't like it, I'd like to at least, like, play it again, because I have elements of it that I really do adore. I'm surprised there wasn't any pigeon-related villains for Spider-Man to battle. I mean, there might have been one at some point. You'd be surprised how many of those villain characters never see the light of day again after their initial appearance. Wait, how did I miss that? I apparently hit it at some point and just didn't remember that it was there. Alright, I don't have a fire one equipped. There's probably a single issue where he fights the Pigeon Master, who's like a mafioso that can command a legion of pigeons to steal stuff. Yeah, how much that perfectly tracks with 60s comic book nonsense. Oh, comic books are really weird. Oh, nice. Now I can just headbutt people. Like, I don't think there's ever been any of, like, the old comic books that weren't weird. And this is why you revisit places in a Castlevania game, by the way. I may not have all the power-ups to get everything I want here, but there's so many little tiny things. Had to mute the stream for the last 20 minutes or so to type a work email. Miss anything crazy? We fought a weeaboo and got completely decimated. We won, but like we are out of a lot of our items as a result. We're mostly just back here to collect what we missed and or as much as we can. There's also talk of comic book characters. Hope the work email went well for you. Oh yeah, today's been really funky, actually. Because, got decimated, so you had health reduced by 1/10. That doesn't sound too bad, actually. Really? Is it, like, just a normally hard fight? Because, like, we beat it, yes. Like, first try, even. But it certainly hurt. We, like, ran out of potions and everything. I was hoping there'd be more here, but no. Numbers are tough. Yes, they are. I tell you what's really difficult, though. Earlier today, I had realized a little late that I had completely forgotten to do my history homework.
This is the keepsake I'm looking for.
Right. I'll see if I can find it.
But it's just like...
Thank you.
Oh, jeez. Making a joke about the word decimate, it's one of those things that is colloquially used to refer to something being absolutely destroyed, but traditionally means to be reduced by 1/10. Oh, yeah. Ouch. Okay, these are not fast enough. Master Google, great sage of modernity. Yes. from killing one in every group of 10 soldiers. Huh. One can learn some very odd stuff. Looking at the modern dictionary, it has two definitions. The 1/10th definition and a def that says to reduce by a large percentage. Yeah. Another one of them souls. The grid minimap being one big thing is another detail that throws me off a little because I'm used to Metroidvania maps being divided into each area. Maybe also having an overall map. I mean, the map seems pretty normal to me, but that tends to be what these look like in these Castlevania games quite often. Okay. Actually, hang on. Idea. Okay, I was kind of hoping for something else, but so I guess it is one of those words that means the actual definition, and the exact opposite is reducing to 10% would also be decimal.
Fancy a ride, milady?
Why? Are you offering one?
I could take you someplace most interesting. The rub, of course, is that obstacle standing squarely in our path. See?
I doubt I would be able to push it aside.
A shame you don't have a giant hand. Ah, the wild and crazy things one could do with a giant hand.
Guessing that's going to be a power I'll get later. Words are just noises and symbols to make some wacky apes learn to make clothes, big houses, and the Emoji Movie. One of those things is not like the other. Okay, I think I have gone to my limits in this area for the time being. Okay. The 3X structure of human history. I feel like those things should have a quicker death animation. get dressed, make buildings, watch the medium of animation rot in a ditch. You ever see that old Reddit or Tumblr post where there was a person talking to elephants and how they communicate, saying elephants are so much more advanced than us. Humans have a noise for run, there are bees here. And someone responded by saying, we do, it's called run, there are bees here. That's a very Reddit type response, I think. I do kind of miss Tumblr back in its prime. Like, say what you will about the kinds of people that were on it during that time, but still. Hour, deflect physical attacks. Oh, the thing that I already learned by accident. Ooh, a sword.
Oi, wait a minute. Are you human?
What does it look like?
I'm not sure. Your body is covered with weird decorations.
Yes, but these are all the rage in Paris.
Oh, Paris. Wow, I've never been to Spain. And the name's Benjamin.
Paris, I've never been to Spain. I mean, since Toad is being voiced in the Mario movie, that removes the possibility that Toads are going to be the new Minions. Sadly, Goombas are still candidates. Just randomly thought about that. Oh no.
I'm Miriam. Benjamin, you shouldn't be here.
I know, but I'm so scared I can't even stand up. Damn, I just want to go home.
Do I have any items that could help get him home?
This here help me escape?
Yes. Picture your house, and don't let go of that thought.
All right, I'll try it.
I think it worked.
Alright. Benjamin is now in a safer place, which is to say, not in this castle. Protect Benjamin. He has been protected. And then Benjamin finally visited Spain. Yeah, he's gonna see Paris over in Spain. That's the noise he's gonna make when he sees the Eiffel Tower. Eee! Oh! He went to Spain to see the Eiffel Tower and the Colosseum.
Arise, myself and my shadow!
Sharp razor. It'd be nice if they gave me more souls. Like this killer barber enemy. It is kind of cool. Saw that coming. There's certain walls where, like, if you've ever played one of these games, you know exactly where you need to attack the walls. Hey, stop jumping around, mate. Okay, what it is about them, but they're your favorite so far. Probably just because they've got a really cool moveset. Not easy to dodge, though. We'll admit that. It's gotta attack walls occasionally. Sometimes you get more hidden ones. Kitty! Oh god! Nyabon? That was a giant kitty. The Killer Barber is like the Scissor Man turned into an anime villain. A little bit, yeah.
A demon!
Wait! I'm a good Killer Barber!
A good Killer Barber!
Butchers and cutthroats all say as much.
I'm not a cutthroat. I've never cut anyone. Well, I have, but it's these scissors. They've cursed me to become a demon.
Then why not cast them aside?
Cast them aside? If I could take them off, I wouldn't be cursed. Duh. The name's Todd. And the only way my curse will be lifted is if I barber my way through 666 different hairstyles.
Well, why not just make the hairstyles up then? Lop a little off here or there.
Ah, there's a penalty for sloppy lopping. If I don't give my patrons good haircuts, the scissors kill them dead.
You have the worst curse ever.
Yes, quite literally, yes. Please, can you help me find information about hairstyles? I'll cut you for free.
That is not an enticing offer.
No, not cut you, cut it. Wait, what are you even worried about? You look like you could rip me into 100 pieces.
I really could. All right, you have a deal.
So, miss, shall I take a little off the top?
I'm actually able to customize that? Oh, I can change the color of my outfit? Let's try to get that, like, reddish pink. What is the subcolor? I'm honestly not sure what the subcolor is affecting. Customize an awful lot here. Oh. That dark purple. I can so clearly see him as deranged, super good fighter of the Ginyu Force sort of team. Barely looked at the kitty because it's typed too much. It happens. Of course his name is Todd. Yep. It is Todd.
The look suits you fine.
Huh. Oh, there's another one of them's. The guild has been abandoned by yet another patron. Today's world sees our work as meandering, fruitless mysticism, and whilst our superiors have tried scaring the aristocracy by insinuating their mockery of the intangible will bring demons to their gates, I doubt these tactics will suffice to avert the guild's demise. My superiors act with alacrity now. They have sent a missive demanding I focus my studies on the conjuring of demons, so they see my crystal as a waste of time, and this new task is not. The Library of the Legaeth has been in the guild for generations. If they think I can squeeze a demon out of it, their faith is sorely misplaced. Daggers. Gotta say, especially love that his curse is having scissors for hands like Edward Scissorhands, and also the Maya's complete line from Sweeney Todd. I have plenty of reasons to love this design. Heir apparent. I'm gonna imagine Todd wants that. Rapid fire might be useful. And a save. What a hurt sound effect. Oh, we're back to the main area. Wonder what will be on this path. Oh, there's the cat again. Oh. big cat. It is indeed a big cat. Okay, so I see what this path is supposed to be. What this is supposed to be. Melting Skull. I do need materials from those. This single big map, like in the old Castlevania, just feels off, especially when they don't even get color coded. I don't know, the map is pretty bog standard for Castlevania, and it's been like that since Symphony of the Night, and quite literally has never changed. It might be different in Hollow Knight. Though the difference... Just got used to other Metroidvania maps. Well, one of the differences that you're going to find in this is that it's made by, like, many of the same folks that made, like, the Metroidvania games from before. As a result, many of the same design philosophies are at play. Another boss? Oh. Oh! It has much better range than I thought it would. Ooh, that's not good. Craftwork, that's certainly a name. That it is. Interesting. Well, now I have that giant hand. And I've got a familiar, I think? Silver Knight. What was the button for it again? Why does its scream sound like a GBA sound effect? Might be the intention. Unicorn ring. Nice, you have a stand now. Oh, my familiars level up. Well, now I've got a few places I can progress. Yeah, I was probably gonna call it here, actually. Take care, V-Sheep. Familiars level up as well. No, I've played Symphony of the Night. I've beaten it. It's just that we've had some games where familiars don't level up, and that always gets weird. Anyways, for now, I am going to probably call it here. Mostly because I do want to get some practice done on my German today. Also, I'm hungry. But that was pretty fun, actually. This feels very much like what I wanted it to be. So, I don't really have many complaints with it, other than sometimes it's a little difficult to figure out, like, if something's going to hit or not, because of, like, the 2.5D. That's kind of an issue that would be very difficult to properly solve, quote-unquote. So, I don't really, fault them for that in any regard. But so far, pretty good. We're gonna raid Sif. We've raided them once before. We'll raid them again. And then I am gonna get some food because I'm hungry. Thank you, V-Sheep, Moose Master, Gabe, Kishiru, Bulldog. I think that was everyone that stopped by today. Thank all of you for stopping by. And I hope you have a lovely day, all of ya. Ciao!